30 minutes stay to the interview. 30 whole minutes. Let's just talk about this interview real quick. So I went to the interview. First of all, they was late. Let me just tell y'all something. So I did a 10 tips for interviewing for surgical techs. And one of my tips was for us to not be late. So I was there early, or I had to go to human resources first. I went to human resources and I waited for them for a few minutes, maybe like 5 or 10 minutes I had to wait. And then I went upstairs and I waited for 30 minutes, you guys. And I understand the OR and how it goes, so I know people get tied up, but I waited for 30 minutes and then it didn't go. I could have got the job. I could have got it. Like, I could have just told them what they wanted to hear and it not been that. But I know what I can give and what I'm willing to give up and what I'm not willing to give up. And on call ain't something that I can really, it's not like something that I want to do, nor is it something that I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a single parent and I'm not about to be paying people to stay with my son for me to go to work. Like, he already goes to school 8 hours a day, 10 some days, depending on how, you know, early I get him there. I just don't feel like I want to give up any more of their time. And so I just let them know, like, I wasn't really looking for on call. You know, I gave them the hours that I was available. It didn't fit their needs and they didn't fit my needs. And so it was kind of like, well, you know, nice to meet you too. And we went our separate ways. But this just kind of goes to show, like, why you should be upfront and tell the truth, you know, at the interview. And everybody lay out on the table what they expect, and then you can lay out what you expecting from them and just go from there. And so it wasn't a bad interview. It was just one of those interviews where I had already had in my mind that I'm not compromising on taking no call, and I can't compromise on, it's just a lot of compromising that I can't do. It's just not what I want to do. I want to be able to take my son to school. I want to be able to pick him up. I want to be able to spend time with him and not have to be on call and respond within 30 minutes. That's just not, no. And so she was just like, you know, if they had a PRN position open that she would give me, you know, I would have totally fit that. She would have gave it to me. But because she didn't have any PRN positions, all she had was full-time, and full-time they required call, I was just like, well, you know, it was nice to meet you. And then we left. I left. But I was already kind of just like taken back by the whole interview because they were late. Like, they were 30 minutes late to the interview. 30 whole minutes, you know what I'm saying? And it just kind of shows to me how important it is or how unimportant it is to interview the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I want you to be on time for me because I'm gonna be on time for you. And it kind of just showed. I'm telling you, I was texting somebody at like 1:30 and my appointment was at 1 o'clock, and then she apologized. Done is done. It doesn't mean apologize, like, yeah, acknowledge that you messed up, but that doesn't take away from the lack of professionalism. I don't know, you guys, like, am I just something might be wrong. Like, I think not really something is wrong, but I'm just changing and transforming into a different person, and so my perception of things is different. If they was 30 minutes late to my interview, I'm pretty sure it would have been some other things that I would have been doing for this company that they wouldn't have been doing for me in return. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't a bad interview, like I say. It wasn't a bad interview. I could have got the job, but I just think certain things are happening in my life to show me what's for me and what's not for me. And clearly that job wasn't for me. I didn't know they was expecting call. It wasn't stated on the job board. Sorry guys, my bra. It wasn't stated where I saw the job at that they were looking for on call, but they were. And so I was just like, you know, when she said it, I was just taken back because I knew I really couldn't give them no call, and I don't want to commit myself to something that I really can't do and I know it's already questionable. So I was like, no. And then yeah, just the shifts and things like that. It would have been cool to work there because they are, even though it's a popular, like it's a second site to a already popular hospital here in Jacksonville, but it's just, and it's a newer one. But for one, like I said, it was 30 minutes late. I wouldn't have dared showed up to that interview 30 minutes late, because that would have been unprofessional. So it just kind of shows you what people think of you in that scenario. You know, like, oh, she a surgical tech, we're gonna be 30 minutes late. Like, they didn't even send anybody out to let me know they was gonna be late. They was just late. And it's just kind of unprofessional, but you know, it is what it is. Be mindful, like, pay attention to the small things. When you go into these places, look at, you know, the facility, see how the people are being, like, how they treating you. Just take the whole experience in and then evaluate whether or not you want to work at that facility. Like I said, I wouldn't have went to the interview 30 minutes late, because that to me would have just showed my lack of interest in the position. And in this situation, it's not like one person need the other person more. Like, yeah, I would have liked to have the job, but I'm not really willing to lower my standards and break my barriers just for them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a company. I just had this conversation with my friend. That's a company. Somebody had that vision and dream. That was their vision and that was their dream. That is not my vision and that is not my dream. And so there's gonna be restrictions that I'm gonna place on myself, because that's for somebody else. You know, somebody else's dream is being set into fruition, and I'm still trying to get mine out. You know, I'm trying to manifest my dreams and things like that. But you guys, just when you're out and you're doing interviews, be as professional as you can be. Do what you can do. Be honest and things like that. Like all the tips that I gave you, the 10 surgical tech tips. Do all that stuff, but just don't just take a job. Like, don't just take it. Like, if they 30-45 minutes to your appointment, you can best believe that's how they are. Like, that's kind of how they see you. Like, they can be late, but you can't be late. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you think would have happened if I would have showed up 30 to 40 minutes late to that interview? She wouldn't have wanted to interview me. And because I had already went to the other side of town, it was like, you know, whatever, I'm here. But it just kind of showed, you know, who, like, what kind of company this is and things like that. But I just wanted to come and give y'all a recap of my interview and just let y'all know how things went. I won't be taking that job. I'm still gonna be looking for another PRN or a part-time job. I'm not gonna look for a full-time job unless it's no call. If it's no call, then I'm good, but I ain't taking no call. Like, no, I'm not gonna be paying people to watch my son more than what I already pay people to watch him. Like, that's, you know, see, it just don't do you, boo. But for me, that just ain't, it don't matter how much, like, and when you on call, they do pay you to carry the pager, and then they pay you more when you come in. And so it could be worth it, but you still gotta, like, weigh out whether or not it's, like, whether or not you wanna, hold on, I got a text message. Sorry guys. I see this, somebody else hit me up about a part-time surgical tech position. It's just, you just have to understand what's for you is gonna be for you, and what's not for you is not for you. Do not, I always be wanting to say sell your soul to the devil, but what I mean when I say that is that don't be shortening yourself just because you feel like you need this job. Don't do that, because you're gonna hate that. It's just like being in a relationship with somebody and they eat pickles and you hate how pickles eat, but you think they so cute that you kind of overlook them eating pickles, and then one day they eat a pickle and they just drive you up the wall and you end up just going ape shit. Like, that's one of them situations. So I love pickles. I don't know where they came. I love pickles, so I don't know where they came in, but dill pickles, not that butter crunch, whatever those is, not that. But yeah, anyways, you guys, that's the end of this video. Sorry if it's not like all luxurious. I do like my dress. I love this dress, you guys. Sorry, my bra showing. My bra always be showing. I don't really be caring, you guys. You're not just here to live my best life. So yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. I hope everybody have a great day. Remember, I love you. If nobody else has told you today, just tell. If ain't nobody tell you they loved you today, be like, I don't care that you don't love me, because Keioffa does. You know, I might not be that important to you, but just know that you got love over here. Okay? All right, y'all. I'm gonna go. This sinus situation is kind of working on me, so I'm just gonna chill a little bit. I gotta get Braylon at like 5. I'm just thankful, you guys, and you have to be thankful. Even when things not go in your favor, or they may not go the way that you want them to go, that don't necessarily mean that that's a bad thing. That just mean that that thing wasn't for you. Like, that ain't, why take a job that is gonna create stress because you're gonna be overextending yourself doing things you don't want to do, or that's really outside of your capability on some levels. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. I told you already I love you, so you know that, and bye.